Hi, my name is Sylvia. I am a certified health coach and yoga instructor. I strive to help you achieve flexibility of the body, the mindset, and the metabolism through stretching, mindfulness, and intermittent fasting. And in today's video, the topic is the Bulletproof Coffee and intermittent fasting. I'm going to answer some basic questions like what is the bulletproof coffee and does it break your fast? Then I'm going to explain how you can use the bulletproof coffee to support your health and weight loss goals in conjunction with intermittent fasting. Just quickly, the bulletproof coffee is a coffee that contains a lot of fat, and the fat can be in the form of coconut oil, butter, or MCT oil. And sometimes people add heavy cream or full fat coconut milk to it as well. There's various recipes in the internet. In fact, I will provide you with one in this video. And also I have another post that contains even more recipes, which you can check out if you click on the link that you'll find in the description below. Now, the bulletproof coffee is super keto friendly because if you're counting your macros and reducing carbs, you'll find that it's a great tool to increase your fats, and it'll increase your calorie number without you having to increase your carb number. Now, most of my content is about doing intermittent fasting without the keto diet, but there are some cases where I recommend that you use a keto diet to reset your body and boost your results on a temporary basis. And that's why I offer some meal plans to help you with that. I have a 7-day omnivore keto meal plan, and I also have a 5-day vegan keto meal plan. If you want to see those meal plans again, they are in the blog post, so check it out. But what I found when I made those meal plans is that it was really hard to limit the carbs enough without reducing calories too much. And that's why I tend to recommend the bulletproof coffee in the context of the keto diet. Otherwise, if you're not on the keto diet, you can still use the bulletproof coffee for similar reasons, but in different ways, and we'll talk about that later in this video. Now, quickly, let's go over intermittent fasting before we talk about how to use the bulletproof coffee in your intermittent fasting protocol. Intermittent fasting simply means time-restricted eating. It means that you're restricting all your calorie intake to a certain number of hours during the day or certain days of the week, depending on the method that you pick. Some of my favorite intermittent fasting methods are the warrior diet or the 24 method, which gives you a 4-hour eating window. There's also the 5-2 method, which requires you to eat 500 calories 2 days a week. I also enjoy the eat, stop, eat method, which requires you to fast for 24 hours 2 days a week. But what all these methods do is that they enable you to determine ahead of time from your prefrontal cortex when you will be eating, and making decisions from your prefrontal cortex is really helpful to make wise decisions as opposed to trying to make those decisions in the moment. Now, I like to suggest intermittent fasting without the keto diet overall, simply because women tend to need carbs, and also it gives you more food freedom. But really, the process works the same way, whether you're practicing intermittent fasting with or without the keto diet. The key to your success is achieving ketosis. And so to achieve ketosis, when you do intermittent fasting without the keto diet, you'll need to fast longer. And so that's why I typically favor longer fast, but fewer days of the week. Now, how to use the bulletproof coffee to enhance your intermittent fasting results. I have 5 tips for you. Number 1, drink your bulletproof coffee anytime you want, including during a fasting window. Because even though a bulletproof coffee technically breaks your fast because you are consuming calories, metabolically, it will not impede your results. In fact, you'll find that it may help gain a deeper ketosis, and it will not impact your blood sugar level, which is also another very important mechanism that will enable you to conquer your food craving using intermittent fasting. Your Bulletproof coffee will not inhibit those. Number 2, I recommend that you measure your ketones and your glucose before drinking your Bulletproof coffee and 30 minutes after. So if you want to make sure that your Bulletproof coffee is not impacting your blood glucose level, or that it's not lowering your ketone levels, you can always check that using a ketone monitor. Number 3, fast for at least 20 hours, but not every day. I already mentioned that. Number 4, enjoy a low-calorie Bulletproof coffee. Now, there are many recipes out there. In fact, the official Bulletproof coffee recipe includes a lot of fat and a lot more calories than the recipe that I'll share with you. The advantage of using the low-calorie recipe is not only that it'll help you increase your weight loss because you're not consuming as many calories, but it may also help increase the autophagy benefit, because if you are consuming fats, then your body doesn't have to rely on producing ketones using your fat cells. And so that may impede the autophagy process. And lastly, number 5, understand that consistency is key. At first, you may notice that it takes longer for your body to get in ketosis and for your body to heal through the process of autophagy. At first, you may find it harder to fast, and it just takes time for you to become fat adapted and to get used to this new lifestyle. But consistency is key, and one small step at a time is required. So stick to it and you'll see the results that you are looking for. Quickly, let's just go over my low-calorie or autophagy Bulletproof coffee recipe. Blend in the blender about 300 milliliters of brewed coffee, and then use a tablespoon of the fat of your choice, whether it's ghee, grass-fed butter, or coconut oil or MTC oil, and then that's it. You may add some heavy cream, a tablespoon of heavy cream, or maybe a tablespoon of full-fat coconut milk to your coffee as well, if you despise black coffee like I do. But otherwise, it's that simple. You blend these 2 or 3 ingredients together and you got your Bulletproof coffee. In summary, if you're a coffee lover, you will find that Bulletproof coffee and intermittent fasting go really well together. You can use the Bulletproof coffee to support your ketosis and feel fuller longer, which then enables you to fast even longer. But always keep in mind that it's a good idea to monitor your ketone level throughout the day, particularly if you're a beginner. Monitor your ketone level when you wake up in the morning, 30 minutes after drinking your Bulletproof coffee, and maybe 3 hours into your fast, and then right before breaking your fast. So that helps figure out what your body is doing throughout the day. But also really pay attention to how you feel. That's another really good indicator. I can tell now I never measure my ketones anymore because I just know by the way I feel, and that is what I want you to learn to observe as well. Thank you for watching. See you next week.